Hello, I'm Rex Ray and welcome to another episode on Ray Report. Thanks for the support you've given this channel. I truly appreciate it. One of my subscribers commented on one of my videos and asked me a question. He said, Ray, why is your president, Nana Akufo Addo, not speaking out on the issue of LGBTQ? So I'm creating this video to address or explain the reason why the man cannot openly comment on the issue of LGBTQ. Years back, President Akufo Addo of Ghana was one of the few people who openly criticized and stated that not under his watch will the issue of same-sex be legalized here in Ghana. He was emphatic about his statement. So I'm just going to show you a video in 2021 when the man, Nana Akufo Addo, made such comments.
I've said this before, and let me in conclusion stress again that it will not be under the presidency of Nana Akufo Addo that same-sex marriage will be legal. That same-sex marriage will be legalized in Ghana. It will never happen in my time as president. Let me repeat, it will never happen in my time as president.
That was Nana Akufo Addo speaking there in 2021 when he attended a church service. So fast forward 2023, Nana Akufo Addo is not having that same voice to speak on LGBTQ issue because Ghana is before the IMF seeking for a $3 billion loan, and for the past 2 years, Ghana has been going back and forth for this loan. So the president knew that when he speaks something or takes a decision that does not favor the West, getting this loan will be very difficult for him. So he's trying to be a bit more diplomatic on his stand about LGBTQ. So when the US Vice President Kamala Harris came down to Ghana, a joint press conference was held where the president responded to a question. The response that the president gave, people were like, hey, this is not the man we know to be, because the man is softening his stand on LGBTQ. Let's just refresh our memories on what exactly the president said.
Thank you both for taking the time. Zolan Kano-Youngs from the New York Times. Madam Vice President, you have made clear that the message of this trip is centered on a collaborative future. At the same time, the Biden administration committed to calling out any foreign government that advanced anti-gay legislation or violates human rights. All three of the countries that you are visiting on this trip have advanced or proposed anti-gay legislation. Ghana has proposed a bill that would imprison those that engage in same-sex intercourse. Gay sex remains a crime in Tanzania, and same-sex relationships are outlawed in Zambia. What have you said to the president and plan to say to other leaders on this trip about this crackdown on human rights?
Mr. Young, so thank you for the question. First of all, we don't have any such legislation here in Ghana. A bill has been proposed to the Parliament of Ghana, which has all kinds of ramifications, which is now being considered by the Parliament. It hasn't been passed, so the statement that there is legislation in Ghana to that effect is not accurate. No legislation. The bill is going through the Parliament. It's going through the Parliament. The Attorney General has found it necessary to speak to the committee about it regarding the constitutionality or otherwise of several of its provisions, and the Parliament is dealing with it. At the end of the process, I will come in. But in the meantime, the Parliament is dealing with it. And I have no doubt that the Parliament of Ghana will show, as it's done in the past, first of all, its sensitivity to human rights issues, as well as to the feelings of our population, and will come out with a responsible response.
Now you see, so this is the reason the president, Nana Akufo Addo, has his hands tight. It will be difficult for him to make such pronouncement that he has made before, knowing very well that, hey, if anything I say does not favor the West, getting this $3 billion loan is going to be very difficult. It's either you're going to trade your cultural and societal values for an IMF bailout, and which many are raising public concern. So it's going to be something very difficult for the president, Nana Akufo Addo, because this is not a legislation which is being pushed by the government of Ghana, but rather it's a private members bill which is being mooted by pastors, traditional rulers, lawyers, and some private and influential citizens. So it's going to be very difficult for the president to have some control I'm Rex Ray, and this is Ray Report. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode. Peace out.